presentation is that a lot of you all don't know each other. So what we're going to do, if you would, if the block captains would just stand up at their table and introduce themselves, who they are. So
Let's start with one
where do
table.
you want to start?
Over here.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill.
Well, I'm Bill Melton. I'm the block captain for Independence, that far west part over there by the cul-de-sac. So I've got all, even though I live on Heritage, I have that group of people. And Nancy's co-watch captain.
And I'm Ron, and I live on Freedom Lane, and I'm that direction, and I've got that whole section down that way.
And I'm Barbara.
And this is Barbara, Ron's wife. Okay,
At least today.
let's go back. Oh.
No, finish.
Wait, don't forget.
I'm Tricia Randall and I'm on Eagle.
Hi, Trish.
All right.
I'm Mike Bryson, this is my wife Lori, and we're on Eagle Lane also.
Across the street.
I'm Sal Cruz. I'm the co-block captain on Redwood Forest Lane. This is my wife Rose.
I'm John Flick, and this is my wife Elaine. We live at the top of Old Glory Hill, and that's our area up there.
Hello, my name is David Welch, and we're on Old Glory Drive, right across from, and my wife Marilyn.
And he is a wonderful neighbor. We love him.
I'm Raleigh, this is my wife Marietta. I'm over on Parade, and I pretty much look at everything.
And I am Mary Frances Hanson. I'm block captain for Old Glory on this side. And this is my
Across the street from me.
live across the street from David and Marilyn. Anyway, and this is my husband Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi guys, I'm Pete Langdon. This is my wife Lynn, and I'm a co-block captain for Firework Drive.
Good evening, neighbors. My name is Joyce Woods, and I live on Bravery, and it's at the corner here of Bravery and what's the street?
No.
Freedom and Bravery. Anyway, it's on this end. It's a short street.
And Cheryl went to get a sweater, I think. But what street does she live on? Redwood Forest. Okay, she's coming back now. Okay. Well, we still need some block captains.
Hi, I'm Bill. It's my wife Nancy.
Oh, Bill. Oh, forgive me.
Oh, no, I'm done. We're done. We're on
so
Memorial Drive
sorry.
in spirit.
I'm so
And
sorry.
I'm his wife, Nancy.
I am so sorry. Well, you can fire me. Cheryl, I just introduced you. Just say your name. I introduced you a while ago.
And where you,
Lucas, and I'm on Redwood Forest.
Okay.
all right, Cheryl.
Oh, Bill, I am so sorry. Well, we need some more block captains in phase 2, so if you all can help us recruit some, we would appreciate it. Now, Bill Qualia has put together a fantastic presentation, and he has done a lot of work doing this, and I'm very impressed with it. So let's give Bill a great big hand. Thank you, Bill. I tell him all the time how much I appreciate him. So, but before we get started with that, let me just mention the little cards back there on the table. Bill Melton is responsible for making those, and then Raleigh Light is the one for making the the piece of paper with all the different phone numbers and everything on there. So if you all want to pick up some as you go out. Okay, so.
Mary. On the back of that is also when you have to call 911, what to expect when you call 911. You might want to just read it, because there's certain questions they're going to ask you, and you're going to wonder why. It's all you'll understand what is actually being asked and why, and that way you guys don't freak out when they start asking you some personal questions. Okay?
That's good information. Raleigh, Richard, and myself, we all took the Little Lamb Citizens Police Academy for 12 weeks. It was absolutely fantastic. Okay, so are we ready, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you turn this on?
Did you go to sleep again?
Yes.
Oh, shame on
We need
Come
a
on.
new AI guy.
you. You know the passcode, don't you?
No, I don't. I don't know your passcode.
Now you do.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. The list of original block captains' first official roster was July 2022. Mary Frances Hanson and Bill Quaglia officially initiated the Neighborhood Watch in February of 2022, registering with the office. Bill, it went off.
It did. What happened?
Okay. There were officially 8 original block captains highlighted in the yellow by July of 2022. We grew to 15 by the end of 2022, and over the years, only 4 of the originals are no longer with us and have left the community. Today, we are 30 strong. Right, yes. Phase 2 needs more watch captains. Please help us recruit more. So you see the ones that are in the yellow. Okay, those are the ones that.
Bring it up. You gotta click it.
Oh, is it not on there?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at that. Okay. So they're the ones that were the originals. Our watch sign streets now, the neighborhood watch street signs were installed in December of 2023 in all 3 of our street entrances. They display the phrase of no trespassing.
This statement is in alignment.
Oh,
Go back. Keep going. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll run that for you.
you know what?
Let me run it for you. Here you go.
You know what? I'm probably going to have to let Bill do this.
There you go.
Okay. The statement in alignment of the Texas Law Enforcement Code, which states that the phrase of no trespassing must be posted within a property or community for the local law enforcement agencies and the municipal court to be able to prosecute for this offense. Resource information section. If you go to www.delwebunionpark.com, it's a comprehensive and diverse resource section was built over the years by various contributors of our leadership team and other captains. And the section can be found by clicking the Neighborhood Watch link under Resources. Topics range from our vision goals, mission, anti-crime, cyber security, watch captains, information, disaster, preparedness, local, regional, and national resources, and videos of past presentations. And if you have not, Visit this site, spend some time learning about these great subjects. And you know what, Bill, I'm gonna let you do it. I have macular and I just cannot see it well enough to do this. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll be a poor imitation of Mary.
Poor imitation.
Name tags, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, name tags, we've finally acquired permanent name tags with a magnetic class. If any of you did not receive one, please let us know. Name tags would be worn at all public community watch events, upcoming presentation, and the National Neighborhood Night Out. Present. The Rapid Response Communication Program. We've implemented a new program, which is a cell phone response procedure to be useful for current and active incidents and events where real-time notifications are needed. We're encouraging our captains to text or call the leadership cell phones when they're observing or reporting suspicious activities after they've called police, and that's very important. You always want to call the police first before you contact us. It will also be used as an additional form of notification and reminder of forthcoming activities and meetings. The information to be disseminated through this process include chronic, urgent, active, and timely crime issues, and information provided by the Watch leadership by the Little Elm Police for immediate notifications to the DWP Watch Network. Monthly testing of the process to ensure accuracy of participant members and gaining familiarization for the individual watch captain. And then also, again, the meeting notifications and reminders.
Okay, so one thing I'll interject here. On Monday, we're going to have a test again. Y'all will get a test from the RRCP. When you respond to that test, write down who it is that you see that sent it to you. If it's a series of numbers, put that down. But you should see NWG 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you don't, we need to know that because, and also you need to make a notice to yourself that number will be dedicated to this texting response for you. So some of the cell phones, for some reason, they won't show. At least one or two of the cell phones that we were doing didn't show the actual NWG whatever number. So we've got you all split up in 4 different groups. And so Mary's got some, I've got some, Bill's got some, and Tom Stallone has some. So just want to let you guys know we're going to do this on Monday as a test, probably in the afternoon. And just go respond back, say got it, or thumbs up or whatever. And then, but right at the beginning, write down what you see as the sender of the text. Okay, Bill.
Okay, on the next slide, there are 4 of us that are kind of leadership for this process. And we'll talk about me in a second as being the leader, but there's Bill Melton, Bill Qualia, Mary Francis, and Tom Stallone. So those are the people that you need to contact if you see any issues or have any questions about the process. And I guess we can give them a second to take pictures of that, or we can pass out the numbers later.
Yeah, we'll put them up at the end of the presentation. Just leave them up there so you guys can, if you don't have them already, our numbers in your phone. This way you've got them to reach out to us. Now, the idea is some of your neighbors may have an issue. They're going to come to you. We're going to talk a little bit more later on about a campaign to go out and figure out how we're going to just let everybody know who we are, and for them to encourage them to go on the website and get this information. But if you want to give them your phone number as your watch captain, that's fine. The problem is that phase 2 is the lion's share of the homes, and to cover everything like we covered the methodology we used over here on this side would take about 60 watch captains, and that's just unrealistic to think we're going to get that many people to participate in this. So unfortunately, it is what it is. That's why I took the unofficial assignments away. But you guys on this side of the street and some on the other side of the street who already have a group of people that you talk to, that hasn't disappeared. Those are still your family, your Watch family, and continue to, you know, talk to them. It was easier to do it on this side than it was on the other side. It's just the streets are so long over there. So we're always looking for more watch captains. So we need your help to recruit more.
Okay, police liaison, Bill Melton, whoever he is, has agreed to become the official works liaison with the Little Elm Police. So they'll contact me when there are chronic, urgent, active, and timely incidents that affect our community. He'll also follow up to convey further information and updates in the past events. So I'll be the one that sends out the initial information to the group, and I'll be in contact with I'm not sure if it's going to be Officer Santos or if it'll be someone else in the
Yeah,
group
you may
that we
have
get
somebody
contact
else.
with.
Yeah, we don't know yet. So that's still a process to get set up, right, Bill?
Yeah, and well, I got a
Pretty
response
much.
back from Officer Santos. He's supposed to be meeting with Jessica, I believe, to get everything set
Okay.
up across the.
Oh, great. Okay. Tell him we'd like to be part of that meeting when he comes in to talk to
Okay.
Jessica.
I'll send him a note.
Okay.
Okay. For the future events and projects, the first community-wide neighborhood watch presentation on September the 17th at 9:30. Little Elm Chief of Police Rodney Harrison will be our guest. Chief Harrison will speak about the crime trends in North Texas and the Civilian Police Academy and any future projects or services of the Little Elm Police and a little about his life. Chief Harrison is a seasoned law enforcement professional with over 3 decades of experience, proudly serving as the Chief of Police for the town of Little Elm since 2015.
Wait, can I say something? Please try to come to our meeting and also tell your neighbors about it at the neighborhood watch meeting. Chief Harrison is absolutely one of the most wonderful police officers our chiefs that I have ever met. He is a man of honesty, integrity, and he is truly a leader. And he is a real role model for his police officers. So I'm very impressed, aren't you, Raleigh? With him, Richard and I, we're all three very impressed with the chief of police. So please mark your calendars to come and invite your neighbors and everybody. We need a really big turnout. And I also want to say, I've had 2 police officers tell me personally, I don't know if I told you, Bill, or not, but he said that we have the best neighborhood watch of anyone around in this community. Did I tell you that? I told you that, didn't I?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
so, yes. But anyway, so give yourself a big applause.
All right, the second event on October the 7th, starting at 5 p.m., we'll be participating in the National Neighbors Night Out. We did this, we've done this a couple of years, I think.
We've done it in 2 years in a
Last
row.
year, too.
Yeah.
I know last year I was disappointed because the fire department never came and I wanted to tour the truck.
Yeah.
But it'll be on October 7th at 5 p.m. We'll be setting up at 4:30, which includes a table of decorations and setting up the dining room. So if you can, I guess please come up and help us, and I'm sure we'll have more information coming out as we get closer. Part of it, there'll be food trucks, emergency vehicles, there'll be music, and city and county representatives and Brownsville boosters there. And there'll be information tables, which include the community watch, the fire, the police, the Brownsville High, Denton County, project maps of new and recent construction on Highway 80, and hopefully we'll be getting closer to that being finished.
Yeah.
I will tell you, they said they are actually 4 months ahead of schedule.
Oh, great. Wow. That's good news.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That means instead of 2028, it'd be 2026. But they are, and actually you can bring this up with the chief. He's the one that stays on top of it because their officers have a hell of a time getting up and down 380. And most of the wrecks that they get called into is out here on 380.
Right.
And so they've been pushing them, but they are actually about 4 months ahead of schedule.
Pretty good.
They've already poured concrete down, farther down, and they started pouring concrete over at where Walmart's at. They've already poured the concrete for the overpass. So now it's just a matter of letting it dry out and then start ramping it into it. So they are coming along pretty quick.
Good news.
Okay, on this next part, Bill, I'm not sure if that's something we'll be doing or that'll be part of the neighborhood night out. for the-
Yeah, it's gonna be another community-wide program. Basically, we're just gonna give them information on cameras, doorbells, and if they have a vehicle outside, it's really good to have a motion light and camera to watch it. There's a lot of research that shows that it is effective. Of course, if you've got a professional, he's going to get your car more than likely. You know, I mean, if that's what he's after, he's probably going to have something to hide his face, and you know, they're going to do what they're going to do. But it is a deterrent for a majority of the crimes when it comes to breaking into vehicles and stuff.
Okay, and the last part here, we will also be sending out information and probably have some meetings on weather, fire, and other disasters. So we'll be training or giving information on how to prepare, how the responses to that, and how you should respond within the community, and then help with recovery if something like that happens. I mean, we're kind of at the bottom end of the tornado alley, I'm sure y'all heard, so we've been lucky so far, but I'm sure at some point we'll have some type of hail or something, so unfortunately, just where we're located. But also, I think that's
it.
the end of the presentation.
Yes. So these people, you may not know these people, but you'll recognize their name if you're not a sports buff. That's what I do. But you'll see these names because they were in the news quite a bit. All right, so let me get up here because I'm going to have to read it. So in 1904 St. Louis Olympics, who won the marathon after being dosed mid-race with strychnine, raw eggs, and brandy? Though this, they made him drink this stuff, right? Thomas Hicks, and the officials purposely purposely limited the amount of water in the race as a scientific experiment. Can you imagine that? It's crazy. Only a few runners finished the race. The concoction fed to Thomas was the first account of actual attempt at performance enhancement with strychnine and almost killed him. Thomas was carried by his handlers over the finish line with his feet scraping the ground. And he was declared the winner. Okay, baseball legends, here we go. Which Hall of Famer made his MLB debut for the Detroit Tigers in August 3, 1905? Huh? Ty Cobb. That's right. So, Ty Cobb. In 1936, he received the highest vote percentage in baseball history, 98.2%. in the being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He beat Babe Ruth and a handful of other guys at the time. He was one of the greatest hitters of all time, and his fiery personality and combative behavior made him both admired and controversial. Okay, on August 30, 1912, anybody around for that one? I wasn't. Which pitcher threw a no-hitter without striking out a single batter? Earl Hamilton, St. Louis Browns. That's when St. Louis baseball team was called the Browns instead of the Cardinals. Anyway, every out came from the balls in play. Ground outs, fly outs, line outs. Hamilton's teammates made the plays cleanly behind him, helping preserve the no-hitter despite lots of contacts. So this I don't think in my search I couldn't find another game that this actually happened. So it's kind of a unique thing. Manager milestones. Which legendary Mets manager announced his retirement on August 30th, 1965? Huh?
Yogi Berra? Yogi Berra?
Casey Stengel. Okay, switch hitting power. Who became the first Cincinnati Reds switch hitter to homer from both sides of the plate in one game on August 30, 1966? No? Pete Rose. So this is very interesting. Pete Rose, 24-year career, 17-time All-Star, 2 World Series with the Cincinnati Reds, 1 with the Phillies, all-time batter or hitter with 42.56, and that was over Ty Cobb. Most games played, 35-62. Managed the Reds from 1984 to 89, and then what happened? He got caught batting. Yeah, on his own team, nonetheless. And so he was banned from baseball. And funny, the thing is that he has been dubbed as the hardest working, most competitive player ever. And his ban from the Hall of Fame still is the most debated controversy. And that's something. Okay, tennis turmoil. This was a good one. 1979, open match between John McEnroe and which opponent nearly caused a riot before resuming?
Billie Jean King?
No, Billie Jean King actually won that year. Huh?
Board?
No, it was Ellie Nastasi. He had issues with the umpire's biased calls. The umpire tried to forfeit the game to McEnroe, and when the crowd erupted. They were tossing drinks and other things out into the court. Fights erupted. Can you imagine? Back then, the tennis was really, nice and good pomp and circumstance and everything. And all of a sudden, here's all these people fighting in the stands. The police were called to break up the chaos, and then the umpire was replaced, and Illy was reinstated. The game resumed. John won the match, but like you said, Billie Jean King won the Open that year. Batty Frenzing. Which Minnesota Twins star went 6 for 6? He hit 6 home runs in a row in a single game, August 30, 1987. Kirby Puckett. I don't remember this, but over 12 seasons, he was a 12-time All-Star, 6-time Golden Glove center outfielder. Stats was .318, his batting average. He had 2304 career hits, 207 homers, and 185 RBIs. Pretty amazing. And in women's basketball history, this was the first WNBA championship. That was August 1997. And who won it? Huh? The girls, it was a girls' team. Houston Comets was one of the first teams during that time. So, I don't know if anybody follows the women's basketball. I don't. But my son, Tebow, knows everything about every team in every sport. That guy is crazy. It's unbelievable. No, I'm going to have to tell you a story here. So we went over to Tender Smokehouse one Saturday morning when T-Bone was down, and there was a gentleman and his wife come in, and his name was Tori.
I'm forgetting.
Let me think a minute.
T-Bone wouldn't forget. He wouldn't forget.
Tori. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember it.
A guy by the name of Tori.
Yeah, I'll remember it later. But anyway, so Tebow T-Bone kept looking at him like, I really know this guy, you know, he doesn't live here, and how can how can he know this guy?
Put the microphone up to your mouth.
Huh?
Put the microphone up to your mouth.
Okay, so anyway, he kept looking at him, and then we started talking to Tori and his wife, and finally Tori said something about that baseball. He was a baseball outfielder, and he was Tori, and then he gave him all of his stats and everything. And Tori looked at him and he said, I can't believe this guy. He knows more about me than I remember. T-Bone's got this incredible memory. He's a savant when it comes to his memory, unlike me. I can't remember Tori's last name for some reason. But anyway, that was an amazing moment in history for us. All right, so one more and then we're done. Oops. What happened there? Which Chicago Cub pitcher threw a no-hitter against the Dodgers in August of 2015?
We guessed Jim.
That's right. You get it right. Well, anyway, that's it, folks. Thanks for your time. I'm going to put those. Does anybody need our contact information? You all have it. If you need it, you want me to put it back up there? Okay.
Can I tell a joke?
What?
Okay, yes, if I can remember it. Okay, I want to tell you about Uncle Chester. Uncle Chester was like in his 80s, and he went to the doctor one day for a checkup, and he passed it with flying colors, except he's a little bit hard of hearing. Well, Uncle Chester loves to dance, so he went down to the senior center, and boy, he would dance that, I bet, with almost every woman there. Well, his doctor just happened to be there. And he went up to Chester and he said, Chester, don't you remember what I told you the other day? He says, sure, Doc. You said to get me a hot mama and to be cheerful. He said, no, Chester. I said you have a heart murmur and be careful. Anyway,